gave women the right to vote.
Women's right to vote, I'm definitely ashamed of that, man.
I want problems. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is June. So for those of you who don't know, Bobby's Perspective is a very popular
anti-vegan channel
where Bobby shares his perspective on veganism and plant-based diets, which is how
veganism is a mental illness.
When did cows become such a threat to global climate? If you truly believe in science, you should be your own scientist.
I like his energy, very interesting perspective. Anyways, my channel has been featured on it 2 times. Thank you, Bobby. Its latest commentary was on my most recent video, Shame on Vegans. What would our ancestors think of veganism? Let's hear what he has to say and see if you should listen to him. I'm going to talk about how our ancestors are ashamed of vegans and how exactly it doesn't matter.
Okay. What is going on? Sure, that definitely cannot miss in a vegan video. Why not stand with Syria, Afghanistan, Palestine, anybody? No?
So this happens all the time. Non-vegans say that vegans should speak up for humans before animals. Here's the thing, doing one thing doesn't disable you to do another. Just because you're an animal rights activist doesn't mean you cannot speak up for humans. Why don't we stand with both? Vegans are at least doing better by making conscious decisions every day, whether for the animals or the planet or their own health, because it obliviously helps with all of these things, and those who are helping neither humans or non-human animals and instead just leaving those comments. What about our cultures and traditions that extreme vegans are destroying? Isn't veganism rather a devolution of humanity? Well, if our more recent ancestors are still ashamed of vegans, they must also be ashamed that their descendants stood up against and banned slavery and racial segregation, gave women the right to vote.
Women's right to vote, I'm definitely ashamed of that, man.
And are standing up for racial justice, giving women equal pay, rights and power as men, legalizing same-sex marriage, and advocating for LGBTQ communities, right?
He says it as if it was a good thing.
But who cares? Do you feel ashamed for supporting this moral and cultural evolution?
Yes,
again, we all know we are here today
because it's not moral at all. It is human deterioration, just as veganism. There is nothing good about it.
Right.
Roman Empire, you saw when the society becomes the most evolved, the most civilized, that is when they become the most degenerated.
Okay. This is the end of the discussion right here. I understand that people have different opinions and I'm not gonna get political or anything, but veganism is an extension of our value system and moral consideration. Animals have been for us for almost the entirety of human history, and now because things have changed and our moral agency has developed, we're now saying that they're not here for us to use for food, experiment, or entertainment. So if someone cannot adapt or at least respect the basic or the pioneering views of human rights today, it's not even that we're talking, certainly wouldn't be here if they didn't go to wars, kill each other, exploit, mutilate, or even physically assault others. Yet we say these things are evil, and people who engage in those should be. But I have to say that if someone seems to lack basic human moral decency, I'm not surprised that they can hardly understand the concept of speciesism, therefore veganism, which combats it. Because veganism applies our moral consideration to not just humans, which he obviously fails in today's standards.
Equality is of course another lie, another deception.
But to totally different species of animals. The original video that I made.
If you cannot understand that there is right and wrong, then this video is not for you anyways.
Isn't even meant for Bobby's perspective. But I know you don't need me to explain this. You decide for yourself if this person is someone you want to listen to and which side of history you want to stand on. In this video, I explained how we're taught to value lives differently the second we're born. So addressing and eliminating speciesism, which is the root cause of all other forms of discrimination and oppression, will teach our future generations to stop perpetuating the
woman is of course more than happy to fulfill her role as a mother, as the companion, as the supporter of men.
Kind of BS. So obviously I figure that me and Bobby are incompatible when it comes to discussing ethics and morality, but conveniently he said something that could promote my upcoming video.
As a vegan, you're supporting animal cruelty, dude. Wake up. agriculture, plant agriculture, is killing millions of animals. Plants are created to feed the animals. Absolutely ridiculous. 80% of those plants that are fed to those animals are not meant for human consumption at all, and they're waste products of plant production for human consumption.
Now, what he's saying here is true, but there is a nuance to it and bigger pictures to take into consideration, and many non-vegans are missing the point as they're using it to justify meat and dairy consumption. So in my next video, I will be debunking all the common arguments against the plant-based diet, such as
Animal feed, rotational grazing, monocrops, monocultures, no.
plus vegan foods like avocados, soy, almonds, and more. You do not want to miss this. I'd like to thank Bobby for reacting to my videos. I appreciate it. If you decide to go to his video, please be nice and respectful. And thank you everyone for watching. Stay tuned.